Belo maalam.
Malungil tutawal merigidrokuy. Happy Payday Friday, and yes, happy first day of this new month. Happy holidays sa RIBKA. And welcome back to our regular Palau Red Cross Hour. Today, December 1st, 2023. Ngayon nga maltukubet sa guest rigid LL tutaw. Tial show rigid kora more likely ngome LL sil last talk show rigid 2 weeks ago. Malsaw dal girela International Day with Persons with the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. So, nga rin maltukubet sa guest rigid, I'll introduce her here briefly in a bit. The gurang raungil tutawal mo RIBKA, the dungwat talgibal time. Daurang asula la rubak al Dios, rabe SLCs, klangar rigid, magel, I'll continue the blessings, ma protection ringin merigid, RIBKA time. Ngil tutawal korkaw, Mr. President, RIBKA leadership, par mga taklel, maptilulabek kalbalu. Dire kalmalungil tutawal morar maasil belaw, marbek kalrubukul belaw. And most especially, morkaw lomes si oreng sertial toksyo rigidar el altutaw. Ngaring yartewal guest rigidar el altutaw, ang mewarunguk, almo syoka yartir, mang ngokumurak li ang nga Mr. Jason Nolan ang nga umtaera sil physiotherapy ra Ministry of Health and Human Services dire kal sabel mo mga adu lobat ako kulgungel legislator at large ra ko state government. Ngal next ringiya Ms. RIBKA KINTARO ngal RIBKA ako ngartyang al dire kal other hospital omte Air Cell Division of Human Services dire kal at that point ngal RIBKA Ms. RIBKA KINTARO board member Arsel Palau Red Cross Central Branch. To my left ngaringi ngal al other CB CAT team Chief Officer Mr. Brian NAQUIN. Dire kal ngarabit taringi ako komtaera Ministry of Education Special Education Miss LILYZA Madris. Malungil tutawal mer kami wal guest ko mal masawlara acceptance sa kami almos ba adult makalmer el talk show. Mokta kartel talk show kamamer el tutawa again, ang giralat ko ra celebration, ra International Day of Persons with Disabilities. 2 weeks ago, sira November 17, nagimlay lulbat tatari ar okya, kamadiri kalmle representative ra sel group ra umakasang. Mlo OI cycle activities sertir ra alsel talbuil almoome ra ategi del sils ra ar adal nga alit atri. Every year, December 3, ikada celebrate the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, or IDPD for short. El-alrageng mle talbuy lal nga rin activities, le change every week. Eli, November 30, yung mle last tarigel activities. Mang agimla ra ngarmal ka park, Long Island, for the celebration ra day event. Mang atel mokta kara show kamamar el tutaw show rigid el tutaw amal di mongwate alle momre nga saul dire kal gimal oreng al wasebol sa el kyang al te al gimaw ay cycle services el ngia angaray kay gidel cook agency sel kamama umte mal information nil morgaw pol sa emel ngosu kumamal share el morangi dil adel ngaringia alit atul malubeng alit atul a family member ngi malbol sa el reach out tel sika services mang akti ngul mo sige de mao oy wali amay ka el moramis RIBKA mang mamo open ra alda adu. Again, RIBKA ang artyang alom the Air Cell Division of Human Services, say Cell Division ra Ministry of Health, loltaka ra armauwad la madiri kat tiray gidal adal nga alit atri. Mga aktingul mo sige da alda do amo omu. Yes, we do welcome calls. Please feel free to call in at 488-5350. Thank you, Ripka. May kamurakaw.
Okay. Thank you, ALLYNE. So I'm here on behalf of the Division of Human Services, and for those of you that do not know, like ALLYNE said, the Disabilities Unit is under the Human Services. So I guess I can just go ahead and start off with how this came about, the whole planning portion of this special day that we had yesterday. Thanks to Omakasang, the NGO that for all the people with disabilities, especially to Tessie and Lani. Tessie and Lani, who came to the office along with Yaya Matul, the coordinator for the disability unit. It was between the three of them, and with the support of everybody, this is how yesterday happened. They came into the office, they made lots of phone calls, they wrote lots of letters soliciting to all our generous donors, who I think Jason will mention later. Thank you. And with all the planning, coordinating, and calls and deliveries and just visits all I remember being in the office is that there were lots of meetings, and I was just like, wow, what kind of event is this, and why? Only to realize and for them to educate me that actually this is the 30th year of this celebration, of this movement, of this amazing work that these ladies have been doing since they first started off. So between Tessie and Lani, and just seeing the dedication and the passion that they have for disabilities, and just working so hard, and their commitment to build awareness and to continue building the capacity for Palau. Ali, they're not just working for the NGOs. Lani is not even officially under MHHS, or like, she's just in there as the person, the advocate who's been, we know Lani's been all over just for disabilities. But they continue to work because they know that this is something that has to be put out there for everybody to not just know of, but to also understand. And just watching them plan out, being stressed out, even times when I walk into the office and they're so tense and so stressed out, I have to break the ice and kind of loosen them up a little bit. So it was really, it's really been an honor to just witness this whole beginning portion. And I know all of us will come in and say our parts, but I guess since I witnessed the beginning portion and the behind the scenes parts of this show, it's just an amazing experience. And of course, thank you, Red Cross. Your Red Cross was there from day one, and I guess that's why we're also here together. And thank you for always putting them up on the platform out there to just relay the message and just continue spreading this movement, this awareness, and just being there yesterday and watching all the kids. It was all worth it. It's always going to be worth it, because just the joy and the joy on the kids' faces, and also the omakasang and the senior citizens that were there. I don't know about you all, but my muscles are sore. It's good when we're that age, but when we kind of reach our level, not our age, reach our level, it's a little hard to keep up. So I think I can just say for me on that part, and for the Division of Human Services, we're just very blessed to be the division and the government agency to have disabilities working with us, and to be able to be a part of this and support any way that we can.
Thank you all around for joining Red Cross in this movement, because we know in other countries persons with disabilities is something that they don't pretty much pay attention to. So we're blessed as a country to be able to look after all of our people, regardless of nationality, race, or sex. At the Red Cross, we know that we can never do the work alone. We depend on partners like you to ensure that we make sure we look after our people. It was an amazing day yesterday. I can vouch for that. Kudos to you, RIBKA, kamalmne ngil MC, all those mic check and ensuring that the music was appropriate for the kids, and you were everywhere. And yes, sometimes ngora nga last minute preparations, but the day has been done. It was very successful. Mang komral masaula. In terms of services, tirigal dakalo ngay sa ikidal obis rawa RIBKA, al Division of Human Services, sa sel dispor sel lududir are tirigal persons with disabilities. That's definitely another topic, but talk show ablo all di makadeb hindi kal sabi edel smother o kulto ko era talk show mga gimal o langit talwas so mga nga alit atum, and again na alit ut a disability ada kadil nga physical disabilities ang adal nga rin ya araktel al daswel al direk maraktel arungul ada nga ika pek padangel disabilities. And if you're not sure, please mo makadong malurong ulam malwasen dia kalgirel nga niya adal maoit mang important tagi me gimo ay sa gel services nga ringi gimo ay sa basyo madengwal kami wasab ami will reach out tal mo ringi mo matangi isel the kay ngse ul gaspasu the though ay sa kay gidel information madrogul adal mo matangi. So thank you again for that, RIBKA. I think since kadokora nga MHHS, kuy wala may galmora Jason mal kukalpoldong altaal.
Pansulan ALLYNE malungitutan merkaw kami rokul mes orang sister program ka damana kasule me ALLYNE el paiter gido mang masa edel me logi utial radio station kada ukmo ay segel gidam not magarrogo all nga sir ra movement ang makman sa merer sila o molingit magime makmal gilingil nga kamda litial tel program markal boruring every week adere kal mal klo audience ringi Malclo Reach logi hotel station rada all tune in lang all tune in loreng sa mala updates sa Red Cross mang sa Marial Gukmel guester kaw mlatal kmel Gukmel memsada tor IDPD hotel mlo o penra program al kora o makatakli ko sing way say gidang talk show pero on makatip services gida ako temen dia kada so del mel memsada ro kultol al gira la services lo kemda atemed abaisel gora ti swakal lo mo legida al amut meliwekra al do lo kumes ngania gora talgib lo gora agenda al da following gora kukti ultuiringi so that mo fluid al do and diesel logora disokal dim alia do ako ti gidel kamamal na MHHS may matraiter kalbeber colleagues gidel go kyati ma MOIL el ngartial panel lo banggem ALLYNE maradoro ko lo mesra program why you mention RIBKA sila first initial meeting a Red Cross am laringi ALLYNE na dimla kalani in person hindi Michelle am laringi magim na igel first planning meetings lobagel alili Brian was there too at the very initial phase lontrira atesi malani lulugyo bisrahera mo RIBKA and then kadum lokotong rokoy mal batokal kakarog sal adal el all sa Marial nga sera ra movement mang kadam larse smi arungudal mesteri ra waigel dilo RIBKA tirka ul magadong melu salere diakal trigadi ol tam trama me make sure lagi me attend daigan maral batokal meeting RIBKA dablari makadangari smi arungudal tire ALLYNE leuda saul de suir rogol to alurul el dimletil mus apa piligi le dimletil lo magadong lo lingitange sura tuhuk tim le tuiro obis el gora formalize apa bierenggung and that's where we all came in kita amle imorir o orir tirakal adra kasang ma tirigel rokul kuk not magi se eder gut maklaurior so kadamne al adra urior kadamne adra odru ul lenga kamal umran lenga kadamlar se lo mesel activity sel sil kadang arse ingkuk mete sil mengululal ko sakor oreng sa adal ngarsel vital kora laos pe angara mangarang ikita kuk mormurta alani dong okra bilcheri ko se trigel ngarse al agora mangarang ikuk mormurta mang lugo mangaring klise la badingir tiragal lulus pe ergi de lorore taladim letil gut moklay ga dingangi yegi de destal alitu tertira ulma kaduk mlokodong almay emnel dioder alir so akmal smi anu alin loro panggela Red Cross kita na mo botokol dadakal lol nga sero kasang ediregal mlatmagal el guk marula different projects maurora balu community work mang personally nga kamla lo panggeme mal I know how you operate kita sa kalkura di sharingin merigi del rogo loreng seteng o mesetal program miselam le partra meeting ragel initial phase and then ng lagirel maran marakrel bela lam lo kandak ta training kami trainer bebira other mo like first aid and CPR basic life support mulo ay sir mga hamaktere kan miral Al-Gukul banggil Amerigal team lo banggil team Palau Meral mora Solomon eri lutel may aktira kano surprise milsa Michelle el mledu mara angarmal kada ngarsay ako rin sing lo kandak ta training akong angaralong ngartmaw okay yeteng los elmera rasuelve mendirek kom kanya seun dite kita sokal tuli RIBKA magita adro kul sel ndimlengi Michelle al Blarcera even though she went off island ese kumda swing teleteli la other Red Cross alorior every single Red Cross staff regardless of their title ngaral lul dru alla lobang ral sila tial Red Cross away na mamlarsay tirga de role do sisiw tirgel mutal ate email volunteers kami mamlarsay dingi maltay malalin ngira dal amatra Red Cross rasel el management mateteli la trainer adrir el how to operate el maldingi madi muana la kom dio si se teteli amuror mang maral beo ta do lo panggela ngidil adra Red Cross el nei kami dim laham nga igel meeting mendire dim laham mo tingi sing ngarang abot albang alaringira ngaramal ka Talong Island dim nel met maka dim langi mam oblare kel aldo kama magidire kan le read tia se dim le chancel up until the very morning kadam le expect 91 students le kadam ngi set tangariya 91 students with disabilities nga public school system makada kadora irur tergirel se gidlo ur and then kadora mix so sendia ter ana mo nga irul dart madalngil 200 plus students sa may so aigel goram le sorry tirakale planners mukosinta nga mamorger adim ligire del chance le students a priority le kadenem dinge ser kuka senior citizens amlay le soril morger mkodokora adiul turge o lieto se hal dokora makadro tergide le basor kita mal le clow kita kira den merang asule la Goro state government el logi segi de lo tirira adro kasang lulgi office kami RIBKA imlo nge ko milnge elo eta oy aiga oral tel baso oral kita support state mang ela kita na mabdali aklungela etiang paul sel nga igel meeting akplol masaw derngin mora tesi malani kusig kami abron merura budget era walel tel to ko mbedenge sigay de gel dospe tel arala kamara ela kita tel lo mesertir el man la terkam lang orea kalmora next level le kita dim le adro trulo matena mamdu el plan coordinate implement aro kulturtia digel bal ngosong singi sel di emeleng de hal sin makado oraten to oy ma ekmidra garal morgen mager ma yegi da kita mlarsel murula yegi endi kada nama madingi ku setiang gaitaing mal ko espera wana kluel udo el mangat makra baitay el program mang kada hulgit tergidro gul kali sa artes sel gu next year le pretty sure next year tel mutel mam gadong argit sel bong the encourage tir el plan ahead dire kalku ka sel bodolingi tanges ra state gu bodolingi tra discount la dolingi tra waiver you know ang kadong kasi ra state ay ga kada
Lalo liyaw kungel, selgo ko
na hindi ako tora ang wala hindi isa kita kada marami nga sulela ka benor ayos rudim you know ay kita na sero ko makadili nga sisira lo ko do marami wil alta ale mal sme ano ko ringil mo molot kia Ferdinand malulwang el sayawal bil highlight ra alta al you know mle lengel Ferdinand amle Hamlet crew ringil sira leitor rayebo yang ngakakuk men medal olbira nan trolbile mon moro lo panggil ngil habe nor sera lo las book men speaker kamame gimle medala isela Ferdinand mla mode kalo panggil tingung mle mention ringil open al banga recognize meranga sulela Ferdinand for what he did as a person with a disability el employee our state gamle soal lo mas angklit tirger rogui nga lewru ra bol mereka aldo eng memagi adu ra sa ito sa hamne giri kalmas angklit tirger rogui endi Ferdinand is close to his heart telling mle road and ground ring mang kadim la kalobes tirgel mutal ato 12 to 13 el employees ra state ay nung dim la kalobes ending arongula mal mla Ferdinand ling mla mo dia kan lobangget you know mamlar se direk lulu ISL partnership ring lobangget la class of 1993 el egamlo mention sel mle question sel grand prize el mle kiasa amin lut kel girel se masel question al amle kusing ngaranga o mesang al example ra inclusivity al ngartial ngaramal kay mle betokar alul mas answer sertir dimla kalbol correct until ngi del one student langar ra heris o armur telme announce ngi kusi segi del ramp. You know, it was a very good question. Maraming example public-private partnership palubangela state ma NGO class of 1993 logi wangeson mla Taiwan algo tirigel class amlo mo granted til o special granted til mortal mukte khargit. Ino wala di hayde se igite se mamas arbato kol akti kuram la morseleng e deja ba mamda se cook leitor orior makti mamasada ako ro say tindi kada kita akaros el partners el milmetmak emlel me bro lo banggel la Red Cross mabek patingel la adel mel me organizatial celebration day for in recognition of International Day of Persons with Disability kada matingesing December 3 hindi paimal amatara tesi malani ma kami RIBKA ngar office lul nga sortire emle di side del mo beringil mo Mother's Day le normaling kada mo marurin sa del weekend mang dimle tir lodar so onterire dire kal amle mering le kadam lo mngelu ora Minister Education ma Director Aida kel kalen leng kadangal tanga tele dinteri o bangede ngin dire kal member rapport romu before ndi you know kami sasing ang dia ko sa tele la din alo rorong because ngil amle member rapport the Red Cross nga kamla ro banggel adin ra tora PE mangan di tiang akatnge kalorol lo banggel as logistics maigel aigel nga kamle say bertel nga kamal so mo mention aigel girel adin leng sel level ra creativity aringi will come up with this kind of sport type activity is very tailored to more children with disability at maral impressive nga kamlaro lo banggel pun Stephanie email later ang giya ko ngora Special Olympics ra PNOC makmla urulo bangele mesa sel could come up with this kind of gese yak may advice kita indire kal ku kitu ke to the next level el selman black impressed niya amlo sa PL ngo kangera amar dalel ma tekal director sa ministerio tamo urulo bangela individual classes emno si ira baby 8th graders regal school el melme dimla kal melme participate tigem melme conduct I facilitate I guide the games. So it was very well coordinated on his part. Radin lurum ter student. The students amle facilitated tero ko. Basically hindi lang ang background. Why gelo lo get the behind the scenes. I was very impressed. Selguk dedication ni ma. Execution ngil coming in from Ministry of Education kadam lon mot mahal gitu role as logistics kadang arse mo kadukora mela kita kadam makaral sumam na chance sa layout tergit everybody we had to think on our toes that day we change hindi it worked masesel ko club kalila tetele da role bangera Red Cross mar adaro ko kadukora hindi kada bulot makalura every day hindi kita dimlet magikora di mlewngin marala already talaga kada kayureng se dimla ka ko man brother gid kadukora di miligisel really rogid more telgirel so active so I'll appreciate the Red Cross el sebedel me active misado kala tia procura tia sure Red Cross ase kamera asule lima ki team RIBKA this is a Red Cross talk show mangire del direct kamera asule la Red Cross erek makadak mi titirte kalbe prakalis mtu ngado nga ase mo recognize the other partners later and ang so kaldi before amoy wili ako sa knut men nga sulem di bokto ko sinong ngiman blaring ya ar 20 Michelle medidor terse or 20 alin lakom do sisiro ko iterge rogul volunteer sa dingi makulungo do ra sir ko do tir maloro dingi makulungo do ra kaw so I'm very impressed with Red Cross and thank you.
Thank you very much, Chase. Thank you for your recognition for Red Cross. We are humbled to be a part of all of this and to hear it firsthand from you. And we're even more humbled to know that our volunteers, though they're very young, can operate and we can very much rely and trust on them. I know that good teamwork comes from good leadership. Kawasing dimla kamal madredregidar Eli, but I would point my fingers at you. I remember a Wednesday afternoon during the setup, I was confused with the layout and I was trying to figure out, and then another person came in and was like, Jason, and he's like, the layout used to be like this, but now you have to look at it like this. And we're like, oh my goodness. But sige, dang maldim law nila preparation ra Wednesday and then mo Thursday. Like you've mentioned, shout out Tel Moradin. It's amazing how we come from different agencies and skills, talent and we're grateful alwasing sa pedel motmag o bakal tareng emerula rered. So awesome. And then the rain came and still things happen. And even the kids stood, I akmora lili was ngaring ya tokon mo rangal ko was they need to bring their change of clothes and they're like yes. And we're like the kids I was really happy to see the kids having so much fun. So yes. Awesome. Where should I turn to? You? Okay.
It's Chief NAQUIN. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'd like to just talk about our role as a civic action team and what we did to support the IDPD. First of all, it's an absolute pleasure for us to be a part of the IDPD committee. We went to several planning meetings and worked hand in hand with Jason with logistics, and that was our major role with this program. Our team basically, like I said, worked hand in hand with Jason. We did a lot of setup. We provided transportation for tents, chairs, and when we looked at the plan, we saw the layout. We saw how many tents there were, and then a lot of people think the Civic Action Team, like they think we have a lot of people on our team, but we only have about 12 to 13 people that can provide assistance. So I saw it and said that might be a lot of work for our small group of people. So I contacted one of the chiefs out in Palau with 7th ESB Marines. His name's Chief Lay, and he was like, "Yeah, we can help you out with this." So they provided 14 Marines to help volunteer with this setup, and it was a big success. They got here yesterday morning to help set up with it, and I'm glad they were here because once they got there, we had everything up and running in probably about 30 minutes. So yeah, it's an absolute honor to be part of this. I discussed the importance of this event with my team, and every single one of the members of my team were very eager to volunteer, and I'm glad it was a successful event, and like I said, it's a pleasure.
And the popcorn.
Oh yeah, the popcorn. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, we had popcorn, but yeah, this was right down the mission for the Civic Action Team. We're always known for providing popcorn, but we do a lot more than that. We do community construction. We provide medical support. We have a doctor on our team, so he provides services for the community of Palau as well. Yeah, our goal is to basically go out, integrate with the community, and continue to build the partnership with the United States and the community of Palau. So thank you for having me again, and it's been a pleasure.
ALLYNE, can I share a funny
Yes,
behind-the-scenes story with Chief Brian? So this is one of the stories for the organizers, the ladies that I've mentioned. I didn't mention another very critical person. Her name is Lisa. And she's also from our office, and she was really the one that was like the hands and feet for these 3 ladies that sat in the office. But for some reason, they couldn't get a hold of Chief Brian. So she's like, "Give me the number, I'm gonna call." She dials the number. She just calls. "Yes, Chief, you're supposed to be here at this meeting. When, where, this. Yes. And I think he was like, "Huh? Who are you? What is this for?" But I just wanted to say that because we didn't know each other, and Lisa got things done a lot of times with her just frankness and kind of like, title or not, she just approached you like, "This is an event we need to do for disabilities. Are you in or are you out?" Right. And Chief Brian was like, "I'll be there." And he came and he showed up on time that day, and we showed him the office, and that's where Cat Team. So thank you, Cat Team. I just wanted to throw the story out there.
Good one. Yes, thank you. And I can't help but say thank you to Cat Team. It's one of the partnerships that Red Cross is really trying to strengthen and to maintain. Over the years, the Cat Team has helped Red Cross in terms of maintaining our storage warehouse. We've also done some mechanics, car mechanics, vehicle repairs and whatnot. The most recent was in office signage with our decon room, because we're preparing ourselves to be operational 24 hours. And a decon room was important, and those are just some of the activities, to name a few, that Red Cross is working with the Cat Team. So thank you. And I understand with regards to IDPD, you guys also did a talk show and a movie night?
Yes, ma'am. We did a talk show last Wednesday on our other radio station, and then we had a movie night. That was Wednesday as well at Palau High School. So that was a big success as well. I think we had 25, 30 people show up to the movie.
Awesome.
It was a really
What
good
was
time.
the movie?
It was The Theory of Everything, the story of Stephen Hawkins. Yep.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So consistency is the key. We know very much of your weekly Wednesday talk shows.
Yes.
Yeah. We hope to have more popcorn, more movie nights.
Yes.
Yeah. But awesome. To reach out to the Cat Team, their phone numbers is 587-1311. That's their admin. You can definitely reach out for them for anything. They do tirigal dakalo nga tirigal adra CV tirigal nga hospital tir tirigal gora amatar basir for any reason el guktakal subari el mora private malubel bora tial close hospital tirigal mo nga lwaseng ar CV o medical clinic mang sabami will reach out and then also to learn more of their services. There's a gym.
Yes, ma'am. We have a gym that's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Every day, 7 days a week. Unless it's a holiday and special event or something, we close it down. We might close down camp, but we usually post that on our Facebook page. So if you want to follow our Facebook page, the Civic Action Team Palau Facebook page, we post upcoming events, movies, things that we're supporting in the community, pictures. So give us a follow and reach out if you have any questions or about anything that we might be able to support.
Thank you. I'm just remembering that another thing that we're big in partnership with the CAT team would be blood donation.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. We look forward to more blood drives with you and your team. I know we do shout outs before we close the show, but again, to the Marines up in Peliliu, this is for you as well. Yes. So we'll now turn the mic kay mura Miss Lily from Ministry of Education. Manggukmok mo ngay kelguk sharing nga ringil girela Eli. Mangidil sual mo maloko il girela International Day of Persons with Disabilities. Thank you.
Ang malungil tutaw, nakangatel MOE, not just special ed, but for the whole MOE. Tiso kalawang asaw as Jason mentioned, ngakamlo partial IDP last year. So, and when I got in, hindi madala 2 weeks. So it wasn't quite enough time and more sell. And ora dim nakal sa mama roadside campaign for the kids because it's bigger kadep selomral, and then we have a different kind of disabilities. And then pulling them from school, mal klo logistical part ma'am. So this year ang lo sabi kal mreadal mongol because sa director kikali na sa I want you there. And this time I want fun for the kids, not just I don't like parade, I don't like roadside campaign, I want an event. So that's how it started, and for the committee they agreed to that. So but the logistical part on our part was delayed because our boss was off island. So me and Dean were like, we were knocking on the doors, and of course our minister is working from home, and we're not to see him unless it's important for us. So
Minister Dale Jenkins, thank you. It was wonderful to have you and the director Kilcullen yesterday,
Yes.
Kamal Masaul. And yes, Lily, it's amazing how last year, last minute, you know, we always have a chance to improve. I'm glad that this year was better. More brighter ideas. I'm glad that it all went well. Ang dinakal ko naman lang nila Flora, rangal drop, peruk maral, drop, may pick up. Rockville School, Samley?
no, for this year, and gidim le concentrate sa Central Schools, maral masawla ministerium lo sa Elgongay, A+ ra director. But because the logistical part nga gibo mo la rangal kartero gireng mal mo kakara time. You know, mama we're special kids. We need time. Abasar ka mama di 3 mang dakal sa amal di tamakal-kalibe laro kir. Okay usay gide, and then we decided I get local Central Schools.
Okay. Central Mangwadi Legal School nga Orior,
Yes.
plus Ray.
I get local elementary, public school, Orior, ma high school, Mayray. I gayam lo sabi. Unfortunately, ang algray-ray adim lo makasaya turn outer tiraling nga activities tir mang lom kaya sa ngal karay rail may
Kada ko ra dili kal ngara klol issue ra to ko ra inclusivity and I guess kada ko ra this was the hope palwase even though kamamar ko ka ngara private school ako ko ra slightly ngod a agenda ra kamam and they were hoping alwase in the future able sa bedel mo include ra other koy polul di mukla private tama dire kal ngara remote yes an one ramal MCCL partnership ra Red Cross Lubengela Ministry of Health selto ko era school first aid yang makarang annual first aid school competition yang bekara kaloro la rin ya Red Cross activity girel dal gutmakli so Red Cross trainer our sensei, usually the typical PE teachers, the trainer tira first aid and CPR, and then in morning competition, mang it's been ongoing for the last several years. This year, I'm lagirel nga rin November, but ang wala no talgibal masikada calendar. We're trying to not do big events in the month of December, but the date of the school first aid competition is yet to be confirmed, but in partnership lungilar mo the low isel girel and we're happy. Speaking of persons with disabilities, ang malungilar mo the lo sing ani sige the guktelut kal sils most of other celebrator dear. So it's amazing on your part, and one thing that I saw RIBKA Jason koramal dirikal bonus was the school lunch. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So lunch ra adrawrio mar participants sa kukmleileak ya MOE amle middle halfway to sige kukungal karangal ka school lagi mga sukumura dire kal luncher tir as we were walking in this morning Miss Irene Olgarila kukmarako ra short tir raw daswal malmle give a feedback ngi malmle amatay gel kalirangal ka school. I didn't get to see but making mlegaler belaw.
No, it was a complete meal.
Portion. Okay.
With singarang kleto ko. Salad, makliungel, balanced meal. Yes.
Asa mong kagida lililo ay sosing malmle last minute tiang adirigal special shout out telewar kami or atra food service ko malmasaulal marula kalira ngal mle in class madirigal mle rangar mal park. Yes, and to all of the students more parents ko masaulal ra truster kami to MOE and kukum marula waivers silo maraway kagida trips
hindi marula consent form.
Okay. Malmle ngila turn out and the kids had so much fun. Yeah. Hindi na
and so kal continue lo ng sulela minister, ma director, ma Chief Miguel aong ara food service ni Maradal and the busing. Yeah. And then Chief Taba posrangak posar bus driver sa special ed, bus assistant, bus attendants. Tamal masaulal mal understanding plus ra tirige rokul special ed teachers malmle they make it happen for the kids ma special ed staff. And then lastly MOS Ministry of State amle donate 50 PIPs too, just for special ed.
Sasel partnership. It's all about partnerships. Yes, ka-mention ra Chief ALLYNE yak tirigal mal mo humbled Red Cross sa umudang lilo sa nganya board ringi nganya governance ringi ALLYNE naman dirigal adra national governing board we before abul adra board kimla order lo bangel girela competition mabatokol tokoy dirigal Red Cross sa klo already girela wash water sanitation and hygiene so Shout out to you, Chief Miguel Mati Mercao, for making things happen. Yesterday was just amazing. I know agim na participate parade. Was it last year or year before last? Kadam loradid, but yes, it's all been good. Mang tamal masawlar at. Was that all for you so far?
I think so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Tingnan ko ba sa kanta?
So, yes, akal mo nga may galmaskaw. Kada dire kalwadore ergital mo close. As we prepare to close, maybe just get ready for shout-outs, last words before
All
we
right.
actually close.
Walang good closing kaya del mamasa beberato ko kada mo Lopez
Yes, please.
Di ako rin sa kay alin ra mo to malungin lang ko sa Red Cross amarura CPR and first aid and CPR in the school setting. It's a really good way to introduce niya kailangan mga school, especially more a career in the healthcare industry. Kita, Chief Brian mentioned and thanked Tiragal Marines in Narsay. Kita, we were so lucky that the cat doc was there. Lagdungin ba nga ro ko kita mnanya incidental mle happen towards the end festivities Narsay. And very luckily, Red Cross was there. Matene mare secure rangal individual group na niya terrible incident ringi cat doctor am narse mamle mang access ringi wala ka timlingi na balance may kita na planning meetings kada kadulungit ko silbol niya medical team na hospital hindi kada mle terrible short staff malkoram le short no risamo no da kasi ela ko ka cell ministry, cell department or division in the ministry secure a medical team to be present at the site at that time. So we were very heavily dependent on the CAT team and the CAT team take. So and then an incident happened. So sometimes nothing ever happens, but sometimes something happens. Luckily, Red Cross was there, Doc was there. Maganda stabilize ang individual until the ambulance came, and I hear he's okay. Kada man sularo bakal Diyos for that, hindi mlaka maltukoy. But it's that kind of advanced planning that was put into place. We were aware ahead of time that we weren't going to have a medical team because we just couldn't get it. But a request was made to CAT team, and then they provided the doc, and and Red Cross was there. So ang gataman ng sa collaboration Red Cross CAT team magidro ko sil nemre address the situation and prepare for what's to come. So Igil kusing igil partnership pergi magidal metmage el guktim le tanga mokte gargidel girel IDP din di kada melo la baigel niya a skill sergidel may and actually kada put them to work.
Yes.
So it was really good to see that. They are very grateful to have had that available among kadamre nga sulela ang balance man del may MOJ atara mal clol partner tel IDPD ay gay del botokol pare del doru le lang ramay kita as edel gutmok lala al MOJ ngari
Right.
el mail make sure traffic will la kada march tel galara. So they don't only do that, patoka involvement MOJ mergit Vice President amlen dire keynote speaker dire kalil taklamanul litak. She was part of the panel along with diplomatic corps magtamlan niya US Charge Affairs yidele ambassador Australian Embassy Taiwan Embassy Narsay Director Share Public Health mandire kalmlen mga adul on behalf of the ministry. El trigi amle key speakers limo kanya ka benor trigi lemne panel speakers kadamran ngal teman le message tiro kul maldi ayel cook contributions especially the diplomatic corps tirgal lomte belura marigel ma Taiwan ma Australia al Larsil how each and everyone kakarosel ngeso ablalo dars ma self-clol involvement tertil ma ulamang sustainable terto ko hindi kalkora di odar sa udo dong ngudo da mabebirak mongara etir rogul timlo ngana telil kuk musesey makada to bet se mera sulit tirge yidil mail iga balu iga maklol balum eselme egadamlar se kumalungiran ngora ka gidong okla malani dire kamlangingele ang chief of staff, la presidente, el la baklam la presidente el meme dong o claim la niya tara key staff ra direct el role ng gila sa president ma US embassy dire kan la sema kataman le bagatel tal adu eng akti ko rati mlenga behind the scenes el RIBKA or ranks ra al adu la lino tiraga maasang rira ayel bla rula belaw kada oy kada mlara ala along island kada gora dire kan showcase tial rampal los standards ra UN standards and the ADA standards and the according sa ni dire kan lamasada yerro kul hindi hadil say yerro kul gidam larmul masel ngi awal gup netap pigmal gora amle niam na swada gut maklisel planning gamitil muul mang alerta mangani aldo lo panggela officer president ma kongresel girela possibility o pesela el mamkat mokla madire kel gora mortel girela gora possible gukora to betsel sel mal di mo recognize ra adana itu tengil wal gora halide ay ga ngara ultas ending kada medeng singka kara mal kloludo dele sumbo guk malingit ra kongres ma president mo regal to koing girel malngani ang ilul kada no medeng ko sing kadam lo si edel dire kablo le to bet sel ma o del mar to bet sel ngas ay gadim lam got moklo yalla mela ko koram la der selo git el to bet sel adan mitut mase ngara udas we mara la brol gire le gida kadangal tate tanya champion sirgi del ngara officer president he himself mar ngara congress both senate ma house el mlamel ma attend legal meetings lo bangede mla o olta supporter til so kada very grateful for that Senator Cuartea ato din mlamel in person attend the meeting lo bangede makukara house delegate bigiganay Trigel tulgo kung ora ay gamitis ra hel der murtel kirel tiel niya movemental der murtel kirel l'ultimo kora etiri ang arsel madadal mong gadungu ser rogil support ra senet marogil support ra house magadamral ngal ta tirigida ako la ring sa karapa mo mas aigal trigal mle donate ang almost ter rogil lister senator sa dimle donate udo ma kadangal ta senator sa dire kamasay di sa legal tentan larsay hindi mla kadil tentan tento matebel mar adal el mlel mem ta toget gi kada makadaor kung ma hindi kam lo mas ahmal dakal way di sir senator sa mar delegates el luldar sa tokol nges el dakal diludo ma kal may lum mang se blem go down or say list mandiak po ko individual ngakle kada mol o with the record the imam presure tamaral mo role other mal be recognize it for all that they did to assist us to make this happen and then happen very good kita mlam nga sir kasangan marura IDPD I'm pretty sure you guys would agree with me because kada tam ne tara ko tulungil IDPD la sale collaboration ra pekal batengera ma MOE lel metmul el direct mal nila klol bulk ra program games ma magadora ega direct dimle runguli ra wala ni matesis en corazon lo mesra corango makame lilil kus me huppa da ega lo pare de mangaranye very more fun day like you said and it was really fun dia maral mle maser marani beto ara adal miak nga kamal so kan mo mention akla tara adaling agi mal dong okla malani el gor adu o mesra having fun en mel mea very mun ro gabe Oo. Kamama,
I missed her.
very mo na kal mentor kamama rogul gil lauro hospital engi ulma October sel interagency department ng hospital siya lulama ke ra special ed el mer hospital may rogul ko rapet padingan la service siya le wadere kal blel siya mil elia o kasang. It was through some of her assistants. Loro bangge lamay garo nga libang maarmang rangwal. Tiya obis ra governmental interagency. Lulungan na rin nga very moon. You know, it was nice to see her. Nel mga do, congratulate ralani agi do. And dire ka man share ka information. Kamamagay mo dangil. Dire ka me soy sebet yang aku mengala alela kasang alek mla trira wa mai la hotel start tamak member as a service provider. Hindi niya gel back history as to some of how this came about. It was good to hear from her. May lagi ko pinarula plan momiter ngi. Direk kira tal kampay lagi the information mas may ogi away gagi the station o ay sarabalo. Leng agim lami makatanga talk show lom trabate si ma Irene kukura di ay sara history just based on memory makukilgi mo dengil reports el bladaro lendi kada dimlak segil kuk other component lakalim no sa ela very moon yeah, so it was really nice to see wanyil men me dume o mes participate just to realize where we were and where we are now. It was man maasarong ulra me personally congratulate la ni mamasate si so it was really good to see that. So kita as you mentioned our partners kita patokol kada Rokul Ministries basically JMOE Ministry of State always in our meetings Rokul IDP del Bladoro litirgagi den ako sa ikalkal lang amlargel mega maden na state makadamaran na sula la minister maradala kita direct our immediate partners kita deal Red Cross Makiat team kada direct partner mo mutrarwa NOC Palau National Committee Palau Parents Empowered mendia di limited and more government agencies semi-government agencies kadiri kam laptop del mo NGO electric class of 1993 the group of classmates in mlame telorgid Irene Lukogia entrepreneurs media mlame soy that's a new partner mertial a faith-based organization kita malangat rangkal pastor adaba melu lagi Google melar sitir ka gigedira direct tumlangway iglesia mem kada maalia program lagi lo panglungu osmiri lo pamalungin lungu makata kada other sidel mararupa ge merura rol doru ringi maltim lebo edim leungil mang patokal ka kita kakarosal adal partner tialu ulmet sa edal ngosera support brukulir onterira kasang everybody so those are a few people that mentioned it's this teamwork that we have gida rogoy me selgotel smi anu kariya namodya ka do live do tau taigal activities sa IDPD kadina mo imal kadina mo other alir nga mo kadalo olme ko sikalungil mo karang langing kita tiang na meeting madim no the sweet tira milos letters right concept note tira kadong lolingita donation na mo halgid kita basically we just went to set up tents right and make sure stuff goes and that's how it should be ngirel why say it should be organized, planned, and executed by a person with disability.
It's part of inclusivity, Luke.
And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that. And I want to thank you, Red Cross, ALLYNE, for giving us an opportunity to come on your platform. How we work well with Red Cross. You guys are awesome. Red Cross is awesome, and when we work with you, we learn. I mean, I run a department. I have a team also. Only one of my team was able to come for half the day. By then, our OT was, and one of my other teammates is up in Solomon Islands and only had very few and at the clinic, so we couldn't come as a team and full. So working with you guys, I get to learn a lot of how you guys run your operation, Red Cross team. You guys are a well-oiled machine. Like I said, kung hindi nyo mal trial volunteers sa sel kung hindi makungudo ALLYNE or Michelle or Wayne. Mga kamel adi product ramay rin ang etang lang sa thank you very much. I'm very fortunate and honored to work with Red Cross. Sulang.
Thank you once again, Kamal Masulang. Yes.
Loltul ke kurang sule ladin. Adin ako radim lera war mulak mulotong irtian. Of course, he's a PE teacher, and the mal special shout out tamura ani Sarachaika. Ngay amle ngimadin amle may work together for those games.
Yes.
So before my principals, I got their email and there was tamal, but it's for the kids, so they understood and they made sure that it happened for the kids. Tamal masaul.
Yes.
Can I say one?
Yes, of course.
So just talking with everyone yesterday who participated, who worked and organized and did all this good stuff, and most especially the kids, I think we can all agree that there is going to be a next year, and we definitely want to see more. So we have talks about including all the other schools, of course, so that's going to be a lot more coordination. But I do want to share one cute story at the end of the day. This one little kid approached me and goes, "Are we going to have another activity tomorrow?" And I said, "Are we going to have another activity like this?" And I said, "Yeah. Are we going to have it tomorrow?" "No, Rungal, but definitely next year." So I made a promise, so let's deliver. And everything that we've talked about this morning, I think is just like the starting point and continuation and room for growth and improvement and definitely bigger.
Yes. We're in this together. Yes, so I'll pass on the mic to you for your last words, shout outs before we close off.
Thank you. Well, thank you again for having us on the show, or having me on the show on behalf of the Civic Action Team. Only shout-outs I have is to the Marines, 7th ESB, everybody with the IDPD committee. They welcomed us with open arms. We didn't really know what we were getting into when we first started, so I just want to give a shout-out to everybody who helped with this event and on that committee. It's been a pleasure. I've stayed in the Marines in Palau with 7th ESB, and then just the Civic Action Team members back at Camp Katu. Like they're a pleasure to work with, or to have all those guys under my lead, and they hit the ground running with every task, and they're eager to get out there and volunteer and continue to support the community.
And they also danced.
Oh, they did dance. They did dance. And they helped facilitate some of the activities and lead the activities with the students there. So it was a good time. They really enjoyed it. So thank you again for having me.
Awesome. Cool. Just some folks that we had not mentioned this morning, the Core State Rangers, the Dirigal Malmasaul, they were everywhere, manning the traffic. And then to everybody else, Malmasaul, Aigel booth, Mlaringia Diplomatic Corps. I know Australia Embassy had a booth. We had the Bango, these are NGOs. The Palau Entrepreneurs for Growth, they represent the public-private partnerships. Dirigalmal shout out Talmud Talmura class of 93. Thank you for your good work. Girelatora inclusion. Selram Pergamiu. Last gibla show President class of 93 amalwa. So we've been looking algo to siga sign cell disability lo cell handicap sign lo balmo ogora omre gadaring year say but then they've learned from Tessie and Lanil wase bayungila so kumang inclusion kada masada inclusivity edi the BRM dilway say so that it's not limited al mortigal adal tiraguk mal takal nga alit atri so tiang it's been great. Tactical mal touched to hear lo sea very moon o kabe le show up. Kada dila kalmlara health sera very blar say kamal masaule very to Tessie and Lani, to Yaya, Lisa, kamiro ko kamal masaula. Ang jakal so kalomas akmol mo 83 at di ngungilarang mamalwa si seble la filmer ngi maigero ko we ensure that was rokuil donors sa acknowledge siyempre nga sulir mang katangara radio talk show ang maldi general lomrang al saul mo kami rokuy state government national government medical schools parents Roguil at all around, most especially more tirigay del tira on the ground de marura urior. At suko mang lamo da kangod, kata mo osmeri assure gither elal tutaw kamal masaw lalawang kamamal mlatel gibel overtime. Have a great weekend ahead. The lutal mo kapate era 2 weeks time. They tarigidra next show December 15. Tenra tutaw. EPFM spy the mati marka ngungil tutawe komeng agim labes selwase kom connect. Thank you for linking in moraro listeners ra PWFM ma EPFM malungil tutaw ko malmasawn madalutan meranex.
Beloma Island, paradise of the sea.